a good friend of mine, who is choosing to stay nameless, called round to see me this afternoon and said, come and look at my new car. So we wheeled it into the garage because I want to show it to you guys. It's something rather special. This is a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. It's a 2014. This car, with the options that it's got, including this magnificent historical grey colour scheme, was £286,000 when it was new in 2014, and it is utterly glorious. Now this is one of the front-engined V12 Ferraris. It is absolutely beautiful, and it is the proper serious, it's sort of the line for the Daytona back in the day. So rather than the smaller V8 mid-engine ones like the 430 and the 458, this is the big boy. And we'll have a look at the engine in a minute, but we're going to start by talking about the outside. Some nice things on here as well. Look at these are the yellow calipers for the carbon ceramic brakes, and look at the size. They're almost as big as the wheels, and the wheels are upgraded. They're not the standard wheels, they're bigger wheels. There's over £50,000 worth of options on this car. There's that paint that we mentioned. Even things like the shields on the wings are an optional extra, but it's just beautiful, isn't it? And this colour works so well. Excuse the bits of stuff around the place. We're having some work done at the minute. I think Ferraris, the V8 mid-engine ones, they need to be red, but the V12 big bruisers, this sort of subtle colour works beautifully. And the detailing on here, look at these lights. It's a work of art. I love this. Look at this air scoop that brings the air down. You can actually see how it goes down through there, and you can see, if I put my hand on the other side of it, there we go, that's how it channels the air down around the side of the car. It is fantastic. On the inside then, if we open it up, look at this beautiful tan leather. It's got extra carbon fibre in places like down here on the sills. Obviously it's all power seats and so forth, as you might imagine. And then if I slip in, I can show you a few of the bits and pieces. The twin displays are here, which obviously when you're driving give you information, navigation and all that kind of stuff. This is quite intriguing. There's no stalks on here because you've got the paddle shifts here, you see. So things like the indicators and the wipers are all on the steering wheel. Here and here for your indicators, wipers are here. This is the famous Ferrari Mattinello, I think they call it. And this you click to go into race mode, sport mode, wet mode, and that changes the amount of traction control and stability control that it's giving you. You can turn it all off if you want to, and then completely all off. But we're in race at the moment. Engine start button is here. We are going to start it up for you, of course. Suspension adjusts from here, and then here, I love this. This is like a cruise control, but they're calling it pit speed. More carbon fibre here. Launch control button here as well. Not been brave enough to try that yet, apparently. Window switches and so forth, and then that one there, there's a bit of storage. But this is beautiful, isn't it? I love these seats. This all harks back to the Ferrari Daytona. They had a very similar upholstery style in them. Look at the leather wrapped fire extinguisher down there, and the foot brace for the passenger, and another extra which I'll show you when we give it a little whiz out in a bit. That's a display for the passenger that gives you revs and speed. And also there's a rev indicator up here as well, so as you're revving up, it lights up across here in green and then goes red and flashes when you need to hit the top end and change gear. Look at the way they've done this in the leather up here as well. It's just a joy, this thing. There's a shelf back here. Again, this is a nod to the original Daytona. They had these with the straps so you could strap your luggage in there, but actually it's a pretty decent boot. In fact, this is technically a hatchback car, you know, like, I don't know, Ford Fiesta or something, just a bit more powerful. And talking of power, well, we'll come to that in a minute. Ferrari shields on the headrests. It's a work of art. It's an absolute work of art. Love it. Let me show you around a little bit more of the outside, and then we're going to take you for a little whiz, because the noise that this makes is astonishing. It's the only word for it. So there's a little button down here to open the boot. That one there. We'll shut that for a moment. Look at this carbon fibre on the rear spoiler. Just superb. And that's the boot. So in here, another option was to have this parcel shelf, leather bound, to match the rest of this. As I say, over 50 grams worth of options on here that you can tilt up. Car cover is in there, and then this one down here is a little Ferrari trickle charger. There we go, battery conditioning. So cars like this tend to get left without being used for a long time because they tend to be, you know, very much the weekend toy really, and so that allows you to condition the charging. And that one there is a Ferrari branded seat cover, so if your clothes are a little bit grubby, you can put that over the driving seat. We come right on back then. I love the style of this back here. This rear light here is very much in the style of the Formula 1 cars, and then you see cars with diffusers on them, but this is a proper diffuser, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, I'm a bit overcome with this, to be honest. This is serious kit. Love the little Italian flag on here, very subtle. And look at the sculpting of the roof. Work of art, absolute work of art. Awesome. Right, I'm going to show you the engine, and then you're going to hear the engine, because we'll take you for a quick spin in this. We had a little go earlier, and as soon as I heard the noise, I said, we've got to film this. Okay, so in here, the bonnet release is down underneath here. And check this out. Look at that. That is a V12 Ferrari engine. It's over 700 horsepower. That's insane. My Mercedes SL 400, which is a pretty quick car, 0 to 60 on that is 4.9 seconds, is 362 horsepower. This is more than double the power. Just boggles the mind. Properly quick car. I love details like this. Look how they've done this beautiful knurled Ferrari here. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. I think that's probably the radiator top up. But yeah, it's just so nicely done, isn't it? The details on these. Look at the aerodynamic windscreen wipers. Thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. That's the vent there for cooling. That's pretty special. Wonderful. Right. Enough of that. Let's go and show you what this thing sounds like. So, for all the looks and all the show, this is what this car is really all about. It's the noise. And it sounds like this. Oh! That is the most glorious car I think I've ever been in, and I've been in some nice stuff. That is just a beast. I hope you enjoyed that little look. I've certainly enjoyed showing it to you. And let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll be back to the motorhomes again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.